Welcome everyone. You're watching WorkPoints TV, your go-to place for fascinating facts about the world's most powerful machines and weapons. Today, we're diving into the history and might of a legendary Soviet tank, the T-80 main battle tank. Stay tuned till the end, because this machine, the T-80 tank, is one of the most fascinating and powerful machines ever built in the world of armored warfare. Developed by the Soviet Union during the Cold War, the T-80 was designed to be a formidable main battle tank capable of competing with the best tanks the West had to offer. In this video, we'll take you deep into the history, design, performance, and battlefield legacy of the T-80. Whether you're a military enthusiast or just curious about powerful machines, this is a tank you'll definitely want to know more about. Let's go back to the 1960s. The Soviet Union already had a strong lineup of tanks, including the famous T-54, T-55, and T-62. But technology was moving fast, and the Soviets knew they needed a new generation of tanks to keep up with NATO forces. That's when the T-64 came into the picture, followed by the T-72. But neither of these models fully satisfied the Soviet military's desire for a tank that combined speed, firepower, and protection. So, the T-80 project was born. The T-80 made history as the first production tank in the world to be powered by a gas turbine engine. That's right, unlike most tanks that use diesel engines, the T-80's turbine engine is similar to what you'd find in a jet aircraft. This gave the tank incredible acceleration and top speed. In fact, the T-80 could reach speeds of up to 70 km per hour on roads, making it one of the fastest tanks ever built. It could go from 0 to 32 km per hour in just a few seconds, which is insane for a 40-plus ton war machine. But speed wasn't the only thing the T-80 brought to the battlefield. Its armor was impressive as well. Early models featured composite armor, while later versions were equipped with explosive reactive armor, or ERA. This type of armor explodes outward when hit by a projectile, reducing the impact of incoming missiles or shells. This gave the T-80 excellent survivability against anti-tank weapons, which were becoming more advanced during the 1980s. When it comes to firepower, the T-80 doesn't disappoint. The tank is armed with a 125mm smoothbore gun capable of firing high explosive, armor-piercing, and even guided missiles. Yes, that's right, the T-80 can launch anti-tank guided missiles directly from its main gun. This gave it an edge in long-range combat, especially when facing heavily armored enemies. In addition to the main gun, the tank also features a coaxial machine gun and a roof-mounted heavy machine gun for engaging infantry and low-flying aircraft. One of the most interesting aspects of the T-80 is its fire control system. Soviet tanks used to lag behind Western models when it came to targeting technology. But the T-80 changed that. It came equipped with laser rangefinders, ballistic computers, and thermal sights in later versions, allowing it to engage targets accurately both during the day and at night. This made the T-80 one of the most modern and capable tanks in the Soviet arsenal during the 1980s. Let's talk about mobility for a second. As we mentioned earlier, the gas turbine engine gives the T-80 exceptional speed. But what about terrain? Well, the T-80 was designed to handle a wide range of environments, from frozen tundras to muddy fields and deserts. It has excellent cross-country performance, and its hydropneumatic suspension system allows it to maintain stability even at high speeds. This means the T-80 can charge into battle faster than most tanks, giving it a tactical advantage in mobile warfare. Production of the T-80 began in the late 1970s, and by the 1980s it was being deployed in large numbers. There were multiple variants of the tank, including the T-80B, T-80BV, T-80U, and later models like the T-80UE and T-80UK. Each version brought improvements in armor, electronics, and weapons systems. The most advanced versions even featured systems to protect against laser-guided weapons and advanced thermal imaging. The T-80 didn't see much combat during the Cold War, but that changed after the collapse of the Soviet Union. One of the earliest and most notable uses of the T-80 in combat was during the First Chechen War in the mid-1990s. Unfortunately for the Russian army, the T-80's performance in urban warfare was mixed. The gas turbine engine, while powerful, consumed a lot of fuel, and the tanks were vulnerable to ambushes in tight city streets. After heavy losses, Russia reduced the use of T-80s in frontline units, favoring the T-72 and later the T-90 for many roles. However, the T-80 has continued to serve in various forms and has been upgraded over the years. Russia, Ukraine, and several other countries still operate the tank, with modernized versions featuring improved armor, better electronics, and more efficient engines. In recent years, T-80s have been seen in conflicts like the war in Ukraine, where they've been used by both Russian and Ukrainian forces. Despite its age, the T-80 is still a formidable machine when upgraded properly. Now, you might wonder, how does the T-80 compare to Western tanks like the American M1 Abrams or the German Leopard 2? Well, in terms of raw speed, the T-80 holds its own. Its smaller size and weight give it a mobility edge in some situations. But Western tanks tend to have better crew comfort, superior optics, and more advanced armor protection. The T-80's gas turbine engine is powerful, but it's also more maintenance-intensive and less fuel-efficient compared to diesel-powered tanks. That being said, the T-80 remains a symbol of Soviet engineering, fast, fierce, and forward-thinking. Its legacy is still felt today, not just on the battlefield, but in tank development philosophy around the world. Engineers learned a lot from the T-80, both its strengths and its weaknesses. And it continues to be a key part of modern military discussions. So what's next for the T-80? Some believe it's on its way to retirement. Others say it still has plenty of life left, especially with new upgrades. The truth is, as long as the tank remains effective and adaptable, it will likely continue to serve in some capacity. With new technologies like active protection systems, unmanned turrets, and drone integration, we may even see the T-80 evolve in unexpected ways. Thank you for watching this in-depth look at the T-80 main battle tank. If you enjoyed learning about this powerful war machine, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future military history content. This is Workpoints TV, bringing you stories from the battlefield and beyond. See you in the next. So friends, that was our video about the incredible T-80 tank. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Workpoints TV. Don't forget to tell us in the comments which tank or weapon you want us to cover next. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.